for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Virginia Tech's offense takes the field to start this game off. And we've been really eager. This matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though. This defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball on the 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Pitt will have to boot this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job to have.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Pitt. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Clark. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their third on the day, and they're number one in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Trying to set up the screen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hokies are on the move. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Might as well stick with him. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, it's blocked. To get the football back.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
They'll go to the ground. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Adams. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Snag in the middle, it's Robinson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Goff. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass. It's Adams. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3.
This game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught close to the marker, it's Wiggins. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. bad miss by the kicker.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's gone. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad. This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has...
Tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Pitt looking to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Panthers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. To throw, it's Adams. He's going to run it. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hokies will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there. Stop him at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Adams. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete. The clock. Down to 9.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots.
He tries to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done.
And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the... as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big... plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow games. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy's...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And this offense just can't afford not to get get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Looking downfield, it's Adams. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Panthers will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Overton. Running through contact. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hokies are marching down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense got him at the 27. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Each play has a life and history of its own. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith and they're right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Adams. The short hands, it's Robinson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Handoff from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the Pittsburgh ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Pitt! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hokies! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of time.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the worst. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, Give on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Overton. After the filthy move, he's got room. There he goes. Oh, he's still got more. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Panthers, and the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. That pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. We're looking for an explosive play.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football